The modern economy is a rigged game where the rules haven't changed, but the conditions have. Young people today are entering a workforce that demands more education, more credentials, and more unpaid experience than ever before, while offering less job security, stagnating wages, and inflated living costs. It's not laziness that drives disillusionment. It's the realization that traditional paths no longer lead to traditional rewards. Working hard used to mean stability and home ownership. Now, it often just means survival. The illusion of upward mobility is another trap. Entry-level jobs are no longer stepping stones, they're sinkholes. Wages haven't kept up with inflation, and basic necessities like housing and transportation consume most of a person's income. Owning a car is almost mandatory, yet unaffordable. Rent in urban areas where the jobs actually are is absurd. And while some advocate working your way up, promotions often bring only marginal raises offset by higher taxes, more stress, and even higher cost of living expectations. Then there's the lie of higher education as the great equalizer. For many, college is not a ticket to prosperity. It's a fast track into lifelong debt. In the US, student loans shackle graduates for decades, often for degrees that don't guarantee employment. And for those who do find work, their income is siphoned by loan payments, interest, and rising taxes, making it impossible to truly get ahead. The investment of a degree no longer has a predictable or fair return. Even the professional route, becoming a doctor or lawyer, is no longer safe. These fields require a decade or more of study at the cost of hundreds of thousands in debt and the sacrifice of one's youth. The emotional toll, coupled with the financial burden, often leaves these so-called elite professionals trapped in golden cages, working brutal hours just to service the debt that got them there. Meanwhile, unconventional paths like digital entrepreneurship, real estate, or investing, once laughed off as risky or unserious, often yield better returns with less sacrifice. What the anti-worker perspective exposes is the futility of blind conformity in a system that's changed without updating its promises. It's not about refusing to work. It's about refusing to play a game that's clearly tilted against you. Many young people aren't lazy. They're observant. They see that following the rules doesn't lead to happiness or success, just exhaustion and debt. So instead of investing in a system that chews them up, they're choosing to opt out, delay adulthood, or find alternative routes. That's not weakness. It's self-preservation in a rigged world.
Are we joking? The entire premise of this video hinges on a false dichotomy. Either work and be poor or don't work and be poor, so why bother trying? That's not a deep observation. It's a lazy excuse. Life isn't a binary of suffering versus surrender. You start low, you build. No one said your first paycheck buys you a mansion. Poverty isn't freedom. It's just comfortable decay when you dress it up in passive nihilism. The video romanticizes level 0, living at home, no expenses, playing video games, as if that's the holy grail of modern life. But that's not a plan, that's a pause screen. It's easy to feel secure when someone else is paying for your survival, but it's also a trap. That comfort breeds inertia, and inertia becomes your coffin if you never grow out of it. Then we move to the first job, the horror of working for $12 an hour and realizing you need a car. Yes, welcome to Earth. Transportation has a cost, but are we really pretending there are zero alternatives? Public transit, biking, remote work, or even carpooling exist. And no, your first job isn't supposed to bankroll a Tesla. It's supposed to teach discipline, work ethic, and get your foot in the door. If you're drowning in lifestyle inflation, that's not the system's fault. It's yours for treating every dollar like it's burning a hole in your pocket. The video then complains about parents expecting you to move out, claiming they think rent is still $50. Sure, some parents are out of touch, but reality doesn't care about their financial fantasies. You deal with the world as it is, not as you wish it were. If you're old enough to complain about society, you're old enough to navigate it. Now comes the part where you work harder, get promoted, and somehow become worse off. This would only be true if every extra dollar you earn magically evaporates, which it doesn't. Yes, taxes increase slightly as you earn more, but so does your ability to save, invest, and change your situation. If a promotion ruins your life, you're managing your money like a clown in a firestorm. That's not oppression, it's financial illiteracy. Then comes the academic doom spiral. Go back to school, they say. But wait, now you're buried in debt for a degree that doesn't guarantee a job. That's not a system failure, it's a planning failure. No one forced you to take out $300,000 in loans for a degree in underwater basket weaving. Trade schools, apprenticeships, certifications, or even self-taught skills in tech are out there. You didn't get conned, you didn't do your homework. As if that wasn't enough melodrama, we descend further into the abyss of student loans for doctors and lawyers. Yes, it takes time and money to become a high-earning professional, but let's not pretend those careers don't pay off. You lose years studying, but gain a lifetime of stability, respect, and financial opportunity. It's not slavery, it's investment. And again, time's going to pass either way. Might as well be doing something worthwhile with it. At the end, we're told some genius avoided it all by buying real estate in 2018. Fantastic. You're comparing lottery winners to people grinding out survival jobs. Not everyone has 90K lying around or the foresight to become an Airbnb baron. Investments aren't magic. They're built on research, discipline, and risk, none of which this video seems to endorse. Finally, we get the grand message. The harder you work, the worse off you are. No, the harder you mindlessly work, the worse off you might be. But smart work, adaptable skills, personal growth, those things still matter. Crying about a rigged system while contributing nothing to your own evolution is like blaming the gym for your weight while eating Cheetos on the treadmill. Yes, the system is flawed, but the answer isn't apathy, it's mastery. Life doesn't owe you a win. You have to outthink, outlast, and outgrow the noise. Sitting in your basement waiting for society to collapse isn't rebellion. It's surrender with Wi-Fi.